and let there be light. Let there be light. Hello, hello. I hope everyone is enjoying their night, their weekend, their life, etc. Okay. I'm chilling on this here Friday night. I'm minding my business. Once I finally reached a place of self, when I reached a place of appreciating me, loving me, and not needing anyone else outside of me to make me happy, I don't even be wanting to go out anymore. I don't be pressed to be around people. I don't be pressed to talk to people. I be happy on my own. And I never thought that that was possible until I finally got to this place. And it's a beautiful place to be in. I used to feel lonely. I used to feel like I needed friends. I used to feel like I needed somebody in my life. And I don't feel like that anymore. I'm content with where I am. I'm content with me. And it's a blessing. It's a huge blessing. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, guys. Hope everyone's enjoying their night. Well, ooh, I'm missing a whole card over here. The Four of Wands. A lot of you could be getting into a relationship soon or connecting with someone that is definitely a soulmate. Just because that Four of Wands showed its face. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I see options coming in for you guys as well, having a lot of different choices and decisions to make. This deck is just not agreeing with me, guys. It's just not. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, guys. Make sure you like this video. It helps this video get out to others as well as yourself, and I really do appreciate it. I'm just shuffling cards for right now, waiting on y'all. Let me know in the comments how you're doing, how your day is going, how your night is going, whatever you want to say. I cannot pick up cards to save my life off this table. I think it's the nail polish. And to be honest, guys, the whole point of my channel is to inspire people to find their independence, to find their emotional independence, to learn how to be happy, whether you have someone or people in your life or not, to learn how to be happy with self, to learn how to be happy regardless of what's going on around you, because happiness is a choice. It's not something that's given to you. It's not something that can be found outside of you. It's a choice. And every day we wake up, we have to make the decision to be happy regardless of whatever situation we're going through, whatever we're dealing with. And yes, we're human. So there are going to be times where we get angry, we get upset, we get frustrated. But the goal is to be able to get out of that energy as quick as possible. Who is that said something? Hello, how are you, love? I feel that. I feel that. Remember, even when you're having a bad day, it could always be Mercury retrograde. Whenever you're having a bad day, it could always be worse. There are people out here that are homeless. There are people out here that have lost their jobs, lost their homes. There are people out here who have lost their children. There are people out here who are in jail. So anytime you're going through something, anytime you're going through a small, minor inconvenience, always remember that it could be worse. That's what I tell myself every day. It could be so much worse, and it's not. So I need to be thankful for what I have at any given moment. That is how I keep my energy up. That's how I keep my vibration at a high level, because I don't allow situations and people to bring me down for long. It might bring me down in the moment. It might bring me down for an hour or two afterwards, but I always snap back because I realize that I have me. And having me and loving me and being appreciative of me is the best feeling in the world, because a lot of people don't know what that feels like. They don't. There are people who are still searching for others to validate them, still searching for a million friends to make them feel worthy, still searching for fame, still searching for money. All of that, feeling like, well, if I get this, if I get that, if I get rich, if I get a big house, if I get on TV, then maybe I'll be happy. But happiness comes from within. It doesn't come from anything outside of you. And once you make that decision, because remember, happiness and self-love is a decision. It's not something that someone can give you. It's not something that money can buy. Okay, you have to be able to really look at yourself and appreciate who you are and get to know who you are and speak that truth and show that truth to everyone around you, regardless of whether they like it or not. And when you get into that energy where you're confident being you, even if people don't like it, that is when you have found you. That is when you found your happiness. And that is when you can manifest everything that you want. And that is the whole purpose of me having this channel, because I'm here trying to enlighten everyone. That's my purpose, you know, being by myself, isolating myself from people, really forcing myself to be alone so that I can learn how to stand on my own 2 feet made me realize what my purpose was. And my purpose is to use my voice. My voice is my biggest asset. And my purpose is to change the paradigm that we've been programmed to live under, which is you got to make money. You got to go get rich. You got to be on top of the world. You got to have a huge group of friends. You got to be important to be accepted, to be acceptable, to be the best that you can be. And it's not anyone's fault. We've been programmed that way for centuries. We've been programmed to care about people's opinions. We've been programmed to care about what others think about us, or care about how many people we have in our corner. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, when you die alone. You don't die with your friends. You don't die with your money. You don't die with anything outside of you. And do you want to die with your soul still attached to this 3D world? Or do you want to die at peace? You know, those are the things that you have to think about on a daily basis, because there's nothing wrong with being alone. There's nothing wrong with having no friends. It's nothing wrong with being on your own journey by yourself, because a lot of times that's when we find our truest happiness, and that's when we can manifest that big car. That's when we can manifest that home. That's when we can manifest the car that we want, the life that we want, when we're okay and we're grateful with what we have. When we are accepting and loving of who we are, that is when the universe will give us what we want. But as long as we're searching for it, as long as we're running after it, it's going to continue running for the rest of our lives. And that is why you see people in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, their 60s, okay? Still bitter, still angry, still broke, still upset, still looking for validation outside of themselves, because either they were never taught, or they were never interested in healing or learning that you can't rely on other people to make you feel good about yourself. That is not their job or their place. And money is the last thing. Have you ever seen people who are rich? Have you ever seen people who do have money? They're strung out on drugs. They are always partying, always at a nightclub, always spending their money, even though they have it. And they're still not happy. There are people out here who live in mansions who are still not happy. Okay, understand that happiness has no price. Happiness costs $0. And it's like we're out here chasing money when the thing that we want is free. But it takes hard work, it takes dedication, and it takes being able to see through the veil and being able to see the truth about life itself. Okay, and it has nothing to do with other people, friends, family, money, jobs. It has nothing to do with that. What it has to do with is whether you can be powerful and strong within yourself to where you don't need any of that. Can you sit in a room right now with no music, no phone, no distraction, no anything, and be able to be at peace? Or are you anxious, moving around? You can't sit down. You're thinking about past things. You're thinking about pain. You're thinking about, I need to go do this. I need to go do that. Oh my God, my life is so horrible. If you can't sit down in silence, alone, without people around you, then unfortunately, you're still in a place where you think that happiness is found outside of you. And that's just what it is, you know? It's nothing wrong with having friends. It's nothing wrong with networking. It's nothing wrong with having that soul tribe. The problem comes in when we need it. It's nothing wrong with wanting anything. But when we come to a place where we need it, that is when we block all of our manifestations and we block our blessings. Quick food for thought for today, okay? What did you say? Yes, I can. I love quiet time. You are very empowering. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm probably going to leave this video up. Yeah, I'm probably going to leave this video up because, you know, I dropped a lot of gems, okay? I dropped a lot of gems. And this is how I talk to my clients. Like when I do personal readings, this is how I talk. This is how I talk to people in my life who I care about, who I know have potential, who I know can be powerful, who I know can manifest whatever they want. This is how I talk, you know? And I don't sugarcoat. I'm not going to sit here and make it sound airy fairy. I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand. I'm going to be honest with you and tell you, if you want the advice, what you need to do, because it's very simple. We think life is so complicated. We think everything is so complicated, and it's not. We complicate it for ourselves by thinking and being stuck under this illusion that has been fed to us for decades, okay? Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this video up as probably going to name it The Key to Happiness, you know, because I still have a long way to go. I'm not perfect, y'all. I'm not perfect. I still have my days, but my good days outweigh my bad days. And that's all I can ask for, you know? That's all I can ask for. There was a point in time in my life, y'all, where I was so insecure. I was so lonely. I felt like I needed somebody by my side to validate me, to make me feel like I was important, to make me feel like I had a direction. I felt like I didn't have any friends. I felt like I couldn't make any friends. I needed friends so bad. And all of this was going on, y'all, while I had a very nice vehicle. A very nice vehicle. I'm talking about it had a turbo in it. I had a nice car. I lived in a nice home. I had a pool in my backyard, right? And I was still upset. I was still hurt. I was still broken. I was still chasing after other people. I was still chasing after parties. I was still chasing after money. Y'all, I was working nonstop. When I say I was working 9, 10, 11 days in a row, to the point where my manager used to come to me and say, you need to take a day off. But I didn't want to take a day off, because taking a day off meant that I had to feel my pain. Taking a day off meant that I had to actually heal. And I wasn't ready to do that. So I do anything in my power to avoid dealing with my demons, whether that was working myself to death, whether that was drinking myself to death, whether that was following behind people who didn't have my best interest at heart, whether that was trying to be around certain individuals who were low vibrational and in turn lowered my vibration. You know, me trying to be there for people and be that friend that was always there through the thick and thin was dragging me down into the thick and thin, you know? And I had to realize that having friends has its purpose, you know? Having friends only means something when those friends care about you as much as you care about them, and they have your best interest at heart as the same way you have their best interest at heart. Whether it's a business deal, you know, but if we're looking to friends or people to make us feel better about ourselves, we're already losing. We're already going down the wrong path. And a lot of us look up and realize that, wow, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years has gone by and I haven't accomplished anything. I have nothing to show for what I've been doing these last couple of years. I have nothing to show for it. And why is that? Why is that? Because we've been chasing after the wrong things. We've been putting our energy planting seeds in places that don't need seeds. Planting seeds in places where they won't grow. And that's why we wake up one day and we realize, wow, my life sucks. And these are the people who have friends around them, the people who have family around them, the people who have good jobs. They realize, wow, I've been working myself to death. I don't even have a life anymore. I've been working myself to death. I don't even know what makes me happy anymore. What am I even doing? Am I living or am I existing? Am I in survival mode or am I trying to be happy? Those are the questions that we have to ask ourselves on a daily basis, you know? And every morning I wake up, I come sit at this table. I have a notebook here, yeah, right? And I write down how I feel. I write down my thoughts. I write down my insecurities, you know, because the only way to fix a problem is to acknowledge there's a problem. If you don't acknowledge that there's a problem, it can't be fixed, right? So I had to acknowledge myself. I had to acknowledge my flaws, my insecurities. I had to acknowledge my addictions, okay? And, you know, I still have some things that I'm still working on, y'all. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I'm talking to you as someone that has came a long way, because 5 years ago, I was lost. 5 years ago, I had everything I needed financially, material-wise, but I was broken on the inside. My heart was closed. And I was searching for someone else to fill that void, and it never happened. And once I realized that I was going to perpetually be unhappy until I looked within myself for that happiness, that's when I changed. Let me show you guys. This is what I have been doing, right? I have so many, right? I write every day. I write every day. I write how I feel. Here's another one, another page. Do you see all of those words? Excuse me. I write every day, every single day. Sometimes I skip a couple days when I get off my path, but I quickly get back. You know, I date everything. And I just write, you know, this helps me. It helps me get out my emotions, because there are people that can't be trusted with how you feel, because they'll use that against you and try to manipulate you. So my safe space is my journal. My safe space is my alone time, my peace. I find my power when I'm alone. I lose power when I'm around people, when I'm around situations or out at parties. I feel drained. Every time I get around low vibrational people, I get drained. You know, and I realized that my path in this life is a path by myself. It's a path alone. And you know what? At first, I was upset about that, because I'm like, I see all of these people with friends. I see all of these people with people surrounding them. They have all of this love around them. But is it really love? Is it really love? You know? We have to really ask ourselves, do the people that we give our attention to really care about us? Do they care about our well-being? Can we call them if we need something? Can we call them if we need a helping hand? Hell no. Okay, so you're giving your energy and your time to people who don't give a damn about you, because you need that validation. You want to feel important. And I had to realize that, you know? Y'all, I got y'all watching. This is supposed to be personal readings, and I'm on here talking, y'all. Look, I could ramble for days, you know. I could ramble for days, okay? But that's the moral of my story, you know. Like, I'm really getting to a place where I don't need anybody or anything to make me happy. I'm still getting to a place where I want to be consistently happy. I have my moments, like I say, but I don't allow those moments to overtake me, you know, because there are people out here who will see somebody like me and they feel like I'm stuck up, or they feel like I feel like I'm too. See, when people see you confident, when they see the confidence in you, it makes people uncomfortable, because they don't have that confidence. And when they see that you have that confidence, it makes them want to tear that confidence down. And that's why you have to be selective about who you allow into your energy, because people can subtly manipulate you and you wouldn't even know it. You know? That's the moral of the story. It's the moral of the story, you know? Well, I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place, y'all. The money could be better. My money could be better, definitely. But, you know, I'm not dwelling on that, because I know my ships are going to come in. They always do. They always do. No matter what. As long as I keep my faith in the universe, in God, there's nothing I can't do. And I don't need nobody next to me to do it, you know? That's just what it is. Yeah, I'm going to rename this video. This isn't even going to be a video for readings. This is just going to be a motivational video, y'all, okay? So I've said my piece for tonight. I hope everyone enjoys their night, and I hope everyone enjoys their weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow with more zodiac readings, okay? So let me know if this resonates with you. If it does, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I see somebody just came in the room. Hello, hello. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you're at. All right, guys. I will see you guys in the rest of eternity.